Salutations, Super Sleuthers, and welcome back to another exciting day of Let's Play Unheard. We're going to go right back into where we left off with our patronizing cop lady hinting at darker things to come. I mean, don't worry about it. Good job. The voices mean nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Nothing.
You're progressing through these examples at a steady pace, but I knew you could crack them. Alright, on to the next one. Tell me, detective, do you enjoy the theater?
I believe it's pronounced theater. Okay, where are we headed now? Looks like a theater. Doc is, disjointment of vision, part of the side effects. Okay. What do we have today? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rooms. Looks like it. Alright, so 9 separate locations. A grand whopping total of 12 people again. 4 people in this big anteroom. No one in the lounge. No one in the hallway. No one in these offices. Or are these offices? No, of course, these aren't offices. These are the dressing rooms. Oh, there's even more, because there's 2 rooms down here that I missed. So there's, oh, wow, hold on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rooms. Bunch of people in here. What would you call this room? What's in here? Maybe just a lounge? Oh no, this is where they do the lighting, probably. This room here. This is lighting and sound. And then, of course, we have the set itself. And what appears to be a very large, well, very large model house. It's obviously not very big for a house. Being suspended by a rope up above the rafters. Well, okay. Let's just find somebody and stick with them. Actually, one more thing. Let's tally the number of people we have. We have 1. I don't think there's anyone in these rooms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 2 people unaccounted for. Let's go into this room and follow this person who's on their own. They're just sitting here doing nothing. Holy mackerel, this level is 13 minutes long. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Come on in.
Slim?
Alright. Slim? Alright. I realized we should probably figure out what we're even trying to do. We're trying to figure out who, or whom, organized... No, it's whom. Who organized Emily's murder? Who sent all the ghost texts? Who followed the ghost... Oh, I'm sorry. Ghost texts instructions to kill Sasha. They managed to get the apostrophe correct in the translation, but managed to misspell ghosts again. Unless go host is a literal, like, goofy word somebody comes up with in the scene or something.
Surprised?
Sasha, let me handle this.
Sasha. Alright. Slim, Sasha, and somebody else.
You keep hinting you have something, so let's see it.
Well, allow me to introduce you to this rope.
Let me guess. You're gonna try to hang us with that frayed piece of junk.
Oh, you're right about that. See this cut here? Who did that, I wonder? What do you think the police would say if they got their hands on this, huh?
I don't have time for this. Just pay him.
You got your cash. Give it here.
And just remember, this deal never happened. You go around blabbing about this, and you'll live to regret it. Mark my words.
Oh, I see. I see you're still as vengeful as you were 2 years ago.
And no more of those texts, either. Those about drove me crazy.
What texts?
Oh, stop playing dumb. You sent me texts in Emily's name. Look for yourself.
You'll pay with your life the next time you return to the stage. Emily. Oh my. That's too hilarious. What? Are you being haunted now?
Oh, shut it! Did you send this or not?
As if. Look, that ain't even my phone number. Maybe it was from Emily. Ooh, scary.
You're such an asshole.
Sasha, leave it. We got the evidence back. That's all that matters. Let's just get out of here.
Come on.
Nice seeing you. Break a leg. Or maybe something else.
Alright, so there was mention of a rope. Something about a cut on the rope. Slim apparently was paid off by Sasha and our mystery person. They seem not to like each other. He claims not to be sending texts from this Emily person. Emily might be our ghost or ghost text person. From now on, I'm going to refer to them as ghosts. Alright, let's just fast forward here. Nope. Slim is on the move. Goes into the bathroom. Nope. Got another person coming in. Alright, so the creators of Unheard aren't afraid to make peeing sound effects. Yet we heard nothing from Slim, so either Slim came in here and they just didn't have the sound effects for someone, pardon me, but taking a dump, or Slim did not come in here to use the restroom, whereas this person did.
Pretty bad, Leo. You alright? Me?
Wait, so this guy's name is Leo? Sounded like Slim said, "You look pretty bad, Leo. Are you alright?" But we're gonna rewind just to make sure that's what they said.
You're shaking pretty bad, Leo. You alright?
Shaking.
Me? I'm fine. Just, you know.
Just nothing quite like another man watching me pee. That's what his response should be.
Oh, tomorrow's the anniversary and all, you know? Speaking of, you haven't gotten any texts from Emily, have you?
Oh, please. You guys actually believe that superstitious horse shit? I'd expect that from the others, but really? You two?
Me? Course not. Just asking. I mean, makes me wonder is all. I mean...
What makes me wonder is how this bathroom is unisex. I mean, there's like 3 stalls, but usually unisex bathrooms are just 1 stall.
I mean, what if they are real? What if that really is Emily asking us to avenge her?
Like I care. I didn't exist as far as Emily was concerned. Know what I'm saying? Didn't even have her number. So even if she was sending me these so-called texts, they'd all be filtered as spam. But besides that, revenge? Come on. You guys spend too much time in the theater. Oh, gotta head out. Catch you later.
Alright, so Slim isn't exactly a nice person, but we've been given no indication that he has been doing anything particularly nefarious.
We were pretty convincing back there, huh? Now where's my cut?
There you go. Gotta hand it to you, man. Must have been tough getting Miss Big Star back here.
Don't flatter me. But what was that text about, huh? You don't trust me? Had to hear Sasha in my conversation for yourself, so you make me call you behind her back. That's a good way of getting caught. Also, that's a bit paranoid, even for you. But whatever. She agreed to the fake injury thing, so we'll be fine.
Wait, what? Text? Call? I did no such thing. This whole thing too much for you, big guy? Rattling a few brain cells, huh?
You sent me a text telling me to call you, you ignoramus. Look, right here. Call me. Don't let Sasha know. Gotta hear what she wants to do next, huh?
What the hell? Let me see that.
And see? The text before that, telling me to get her to fake an injury. And before that, telling me to convince her to come back to the theater.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why would I care about any of that? I'm only in this for the money. Doesn't matter to me if she's injured or not, or even if she performs tonight. Besides, this ain't even my phone number.
Wait, if these aren't from you, then who the hell are they from?
Wait a minute. Hold it. I remember this number. It ain't yours? All the texts I've been getting were from this number too.
What? Let me see your phone.
Here, see for yourself. And check out all those texts you sent me.
Well, I'll be damned. Then whoever this person is, they've been contacting both of us.
God damn it. Let me check something. That old contact book should still be in this room somewhere. Emily.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't look up a contact book by the first name, right? Wouldn't you look it up by the last name? I mean, unless it was, cell phone contacts are usually organized by the first name, so never mind.
There she is. 917-633. Fuck me. That's Emily's number. God damn. Then all this was Emily's idea? And the rope I got?
And our meeting today? Oh, this is starting to creep me out. Wait. You don't really think it's Emily's ghost, do you?
Nah, fuck it. I'm calling this number. Let's see who answers.
Ooh, this will be a good way to figure out who the ghost texts are being sent from. Because theoretically, when Slim makes a call here, in fact, let's make a comment. Slim calls, in quotation marks, Emily. It should definitely help us figure out who the ghost texter is.
Huh? Who is it? Huh? Chrome Dome, Leo. Hey, guys.
The show's about to start. What are you still doing
Wait, what?
here?
Do you see how Leo's circle is kind of weird? Do you see... Is that two people? Those are two people. There are two people there.
Chrome Dome, Leo.
Look at that.
Hey, guys.
The show's about to start. What are you still doing here?
So, I don't feel like we can positively identify this person as Chrome Dome because we have no clue why there are two people there.
I could ask the same of you two. Hey, who are you carting along, huh? Wait. Chrome Dome, Leo. The hell is going on here?
Nice stash of cash you got there, huh?
What the?
I get a piece of it too?
No.
Clean up the mess.
Take a look at all this cash. Forget about Dorothy and our little dog.
Oh, don't worry. We'll take the money. But we're not leaving here while that actress is still alive. We've got a reputation to keep up.
Sounds good.
Let's go find our target. And close the door.
Got it.
Okay. So this person is probably Chrome Dome. And then we had two mystery people come in and assault Slim and this other guy.
Emily is in the...
Wait, what?
What?
What'd she say?
Emily is in the... What? What the fuck? Oh my god, guys! Are you okay? Who could have done this? Harvey, wake up! Harvey!
Wait, I'm confused. Why is... Maybe this person isn't Chrome Dome. I don't know. Let's remove... Well... Yeah, it's hard to tell. I'm a little confused. Did those people who assaulted Slim and this other guy, were they carrying Chrome Dome and Leo? I'm gonna delete Chrome Dome for now. Still gonna keep following Slim. It looks like we have 4 unconscious people in this room. I assume that the killers or the thugs or whatever are trying to kill Sasha. Heaven knows why. I guess they just spend the rest of the scene unconscious. Oh, who would have thought the house got dropped on Sasha? Alright, well, that's Slim's side of the story. Let's go back to the beginning and find someone else to follow. Let's follow Sasha. She seems to more or less be the most important character here, so... She is the murdered... the victim. That's what they call that, Chezni. The victim.
Seems like your old castmates were just as surprised as the trade papers by your return to this stage.
I've got to thank you for that, Harvey. Saw the articles.
Harvey Birdman!
Sasha returns to independent theater for limited run. Talk about publicity. Even I wanted to believe that fairy tale you fed the press.
Well, the people are buying it for now. Still a lot of work to do, you know. And a lot of reporters outside. In any case, you gotta put up a good show this time. We don't want people to start wondering why you really came back. Otherwise, we'll have a PR disaster on our hands.
Don't worry. I did this show for years, remember? I didn't get this big by doing nothing.
In that, I have no doubt, Sasha, my dear. It's just, when we meet that good-for-nothing who's blackmailing you, don't let him get under your skin, yeah? If money can make it all go away, then that's what we're gonna do.
There's only 3 people who know what really happened 2 years ago. Whoever's blackmailing me this time, I highly doubt they have anything legit. Probably just someone who heard the rumors and wants to make a quick buck.
Okay, Sasha received a text here, so we'll put that on.
Got another text. It's asking me to meet him in the storeroom.
Let's go.
Interesting. So, someone is manipulating all of the people on the set by sending them texts, having them go to random locations.
Come on in.
Slim?
Surprised?
Sasha, let me handle this. You keep hinting you have something, so let's see it.
Well, allow me to introduce you to this rope.
Okay, so interesting. This makes a little bit more sense now. Apparently there was a rope involved with cuts in it, and Sasha hinted that, or didn't hint, but said that anyone who's trying to blackmail her probably doesn't have any real info. However, when she sees the rope, she goes ahead and has Harvey pay him off, right?
Let me guess. You're gonna try to hang us with that frayed piece of junk.
Oh, you're right about that. See this cut here? Who did that, I wonder? What do you think the police would say if they got their hands on this, huh?
I don't have time for this. Just pay him.
You got your cash.
Interesting. So Sasha goes ahead and pays him. It could be a front. She could just be like, oh, I don't have time for this. It's not important. Pay him. Or it could actually be important to her, and she's pretending like it's not important. So I feel like we can't make the call one way or the other, whether or not Sasha is actually threatened by this rope. But we'll see.
Give it here.
And just remember, this deal never happened. You go around blabbing about this, and you'll live to regret it. Mark my words.
Oh, I see. I see you're still as vengeful as you were 2 years ago.
And no more of those texts, either.
Okay, we already know about this. We're just going to fast forward through it.
That's all that matters. Let's just get out of here.
Come on.
Nice seeing you.
Oh, Harvey receives a text.
Huh? What's he want now?
What? More bad news?
No, it's nothing. I don't think Slim sent those texts. He's in it for the money, not to torment you.
Then, whoever it was is still out there?
I'm afraid so. Tomorrow's the anniversary.
How would Harvey know that? It almost seems like Harvey is the one who's sending the ghost texts.
Anniversary of Emily's death. I'm starting to think.
The what year anniversary?
So, tomorrow's the anniversary of Emily's
Just
death.
anniversary.
I'm starting to think you going on stage isn't a good idea. At least until we figured this whole thing out. I mean, What if someone attacks you?
I get you're concerned, but don't be, okay? I told Larry I'd do 3 shows, but my plan is to perform for 1 night only. I'm supposed to appear back on Broadway tomorrow. I signed a new agreement with the Halcyon Theater Company and everything. If I don't show up, I'll be in breach of contract.
Though that's only for willful breach. What if it was force majeure? Say, for instance, you get injured. Then we'd have enough time to get to the bottom of those mysterious texts.
Injured?
Yeah, you know, a fake injury. That would do it. Oh, and say you're injured in front of the press. That'd really back it up.
You know, I think you might be onto something. Maybe pull the same old trick from 2 years ago. Yeah. All right. I'll need to go pay a visit to our old friend. But first, I need an excuse to play the witch. Let me think.
Okay, I just got it. I should have picked up on it already, but they're doing a play of, what can't I remember the name? Wizard of Oz. That's why a house gets dropped. That's why they have the house up here in the first place, is because, you know, in the Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the East, gets a house dropped on her. That's when Dorothy steals her shoes. By the way, think about how nutso that is. Anyway.
Buy me a coffee.
Huh? Oh. You weren't kidding when you said same old trick. You even have any allergies?
If I did have an allergy, it'd be a fake one. I'm an actress, remember?
Huh. How can I forget?
All right, I've got to go meet someone. Toodles. Is Jeff in there?
Sasha?
Oh, hey, Four Eyes.
Four Eyes. Alright.
Just wanted to come say hi to Jeff.
Sounds good. I'll let you two talk. I gotta check in with the other actors.
It sounds like he made a call there.
Yeah, I'll two talk. I gotta...
Yeah, alright. We're gonna put Four Eyes makes a call. That is so typecasting. Calling the guy who's running the sound booth Four Eyes.
The other actors.
Come on, I was that guy in high school.
That you, Sasha? Heard you was gonna come back.
Well, actually it was the lighting booth, but whatever. What did he say?
That you, Sasha? Heard you was gonna come back, but what you doing down here? Figured you'd be up on stage getting ready.
I have a favor to ask.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so this is probably Jeff.
No siree. Not again, Sash.
It'll be easy. Just do it the same way as you did last time.
Not with Tamara being the anniversary of you-know-what. You can't keep pulling these stunts. Give my old heart a break.
Oh, stop it! You were well paid. Though now that you mention it, what did you do with that old rope?
Threw it in the trash, of course. Why? What's it to you?
The trash, of course! That must be where the person who just blackmailed me found it!
What? That's impossible!
Calm down, I took care of it. Cost me a fortune, though. Cleaning up your mess. What do you say? You help me again, and we'll call it even.
If someone really found it, that's just more reason for me not to do it again.
Relax, will ya? No one suspected you last time. Four Eyes got all the heat.
Yeah, but while everyone was suspecting Four Eyes, he was suspecting me. That quiet creep was obsessed with Emily. Started poking into things after you left. Even if you were willing to pay me again, the only place I'd have to spend it is the prison commissary.
That won't happen, I promise. You wanna know why? Because you'll be dropping the house on me this time.
On you?
That's exactly right. Even you know I don't want to commit suicide, right? You just cut the rope. And after Four Eyes presses the button to drop the house, I'm gonna pretend it hits my feet.
Your feet? What exactly you trying to pull, Sash?
That doesn't concern you. Just do what I'm asking, alright? Then we're finished. And you can pretend this never happened.
Well, all right. There, it's done.
You want me to change the marks on the stage, too?
What kind of stupid question is that? I don't want to get injured for real. Leave the marks right where they are. Otherwise, that thing might actually fall on me. Understood? Good. I'm gonna go get ready. Sasha? Is that... It is you! Oh, wow. I'm one of your biggest fans.
A fan? I didn't know they allowed fans backstage.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. Actually, I'm your makeup artist. My name's Helen. And
Helen, you need a different voice actress, honey.
I have followed your career from here to Broadway. And I hear you're going to Hollywood next. Oh, I can't believe it.
She sounds like Betty Boop.
Would it be rude to ask for your autograph? When's your movie start shooting? And is it true your first on-screen role is some big bad villain?
Why don't we continue this conversation while you do my makeup?
Have a seat.
Now, what were you asking about my new movie? Oh, there's something on my mirror.
Killers will be killed.
Th-
Emily. Oh my gosh. That's the same thing all those ghost texts were saying.
Slim calls Emily now, although I don't think that's helping anything.
Who was in here earlier?
I've been waiting right outside this room since Larry told me I was in charge of your makeup. No one's come in or out. And Emily? Didn't Emily die? No wonder this message seems like it's written in blood. There's no way you can perform after this, Sasha.
Look closer, you little fool. It's not blood, it's lipstick. Now I'm certain whoever's behind this must be here in the theater. And I'm going to catch them and make their life miserable. Wait here. I need to go look for someone.
Look.
Hey, Four Eyes. You seen that manager of mine?
Harvey? As I recall, he went into the storeroom earlier.
Got it. Thanks. I figured it out. Whoever's pretending is in the... What?
Wait, what? What'd she say?
I figured it out. Whoever's pretending to be Emily is in the... What the fuck? Oh my god.
Okay, so this is when we already know this scene. She finds everyone unconscious.
What's going on? Why is the back door locked? Larry! Larry, something terrible's happened.
What? Whoa there, Sasha.
Wait, this must be Larry.
Calm down. What happened?
It's Harvey and Slim and Chrome Dome and Leo.
Yeah, okay, so this guy over here is Chrome Dome.
Somebody's knocked them out. I don't even know if they're still alive.
Wow. That's impossible. I just saw them earlier at the rehearsal.
They're in the storeroom. Follow me.
The storeroom? That's where Slim goes to get high. He thinks the straw in his costume masks the smell. Anyway, it's almost showtime. You and Ashley get ready to go out.
Yeah, this person must be Ashley. By process of elimination, there are only 3 female characters, and Ashley's the last one.
I'll send Four Eyes to check.
There's no way I'm going back on stage now. I want to get out of here, but I can't because someone locked the back door.
Perhaps it is too dangerous for Sasha. Maybe I can...
Who is it?
Is Sasha there?
Who's asking? And what do you want with her?
It's me, Leo.
It's me, Leo. That's definitely not Leo.
Need to talk to Sasha for a sec.
He's lying. I just saw Leo unconscious in the storeroom. I don't know who that man is or what he wants.
Sasha isn't here right now. And you're not in the first scene either, so head backstage. We've already got enough going on here.
What should I do, Larry? I can't just leave. He might be waiting outside.
I'm thinking you can use the side door on the stage. You can play the witch in the first scene. Then, when the smoke appears, you can use it as cover and leave from the side. And as for Dorothy, Ashley can play her, can't you?
All right. If you're sure.
Of course. Quick, let's switch our costumes. Give us a hand, Helen, would you?
Right, I'm on it.
Hurry.
The role of the witch is simple. Just follow the marks on the stage.
Got it.
We're all set then. You know the lines, right, Ashley?
Oh, don't worry. I've played Dorothy before.
All right. We're on, Four Eyes. Raise the curtains. Stop.
Do any of you know what magic really entails? Is it hope? Miracles? Ha! More like a fool's hope. In Oz, magic means strength. Magic means power. And I, Eleonora, the Witch of the East, possess that power. You shall all bow before me. There shall be no hope. There shall be no miracle.
On my mark. Now.
Why was that so funny? Why was that so funny? Oh my gosh, I want to see that again. It was the noise she made when the house fell.
There shall be no miracle.
On my mark. Now.
What? She's dead. It killed her.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
What happened?
Okay. Well, that's the tragedy that is Sasha. Let's follow Harvey this time.
Seems like your old castmate.
Okay, we already know how this goes, so let's actually just keep fast forwarding here.
Else, guys, see?
Whoever it was is still out there?
Yes.
But I'm back on
Sure. Get it out.
Whoop. Harvey goes off.
someone. Toodles.
This is where Sasha goes and talks to Jeff. Oops. Harvey just looks like he's sitting here doing nothing.
Back there, huh?
Oh.
Now
Well, we remember this conversation when we followed Slim.
pretty convincing back there, huh? Now where's my cut?
There you go. Gotta hand it to you, man. Must have been tough getting Miss Big Star back here.
Interesting. So Harvey, the stage manager, or the manager rather, of the play or whatever, was working with Slim?
Don't flatter me. But what was that text about, huh?
Yeah, we already watched this conversation, so we don't need to watch it again. It was about the weird text where Slim and Harvey both realize that they're being manipulated.
Relieved.
Call him this number. Hey.
Oh, and then Harvey just gets knocked out here. Like, we don't even need to watch Harvey because we didn't miss any of the scenes with Harvey in it. So that takes care of Harvey, Sasha, and Slim. Let's follow Chrome Dome. See if he does anything interesting.
Tomorrow's the anniversary of Emily's death. Have you gotten any messages from her?
You mean those ghost texts?
I believe you mean ghost texts.
You guys got them too?
We sure did. A few days ago, I got a text saying, "Killers will be killed." And guess what? Sasha came back today. I figure Emily wants us to avenge her.
What the hell? Don't tell me you're taking that text seriously. You two are one can short of a six-pack. Well, whatever. Go on with your revenge fantasy then. But leave me out of it.
No can do. We need your help. You need to cut the rope so the house lands on Sasha. You know, kill her the same way she killed Emily.
Damn, Chrome Dome, you spiteful. You angry.
Name your price.
You two are crazy. I ain't no murderer, and I can't be bought either.
Not a murderer, huh? Then tell us, who cut the rope back then and killed
Jesus, calm down. What the hell's gotten into you, huh? It was an accident. Even the police said so.
Interesting, because we know that Jeff really did cut that rope.
An accident? Or maybe you were smart enough to cover your tracks.
You think I'm some sort of master assassin? I just work the boards and the flies.
This is what we're willing to pay you. More than generous, don't you agree? Just tell us, are you in or out?
Dang, Chrome Dome. This is definitely not how you commit a murder.
Don't wave that cash in my face. It would take more than money to get me in your plan. Say I agreed. I cut the rope and down comes the house on the wrong actress. Or did you forget Ashley is playing the witch tonight? So now you gotta get her and Sasha to switch roles, and good luck convincing haughty Miss Hollywood to do that. Are you starting to understand? One dirty deed won't do the trick. There was a lot going on that night. Emily's throat closing up on account of a bad cup of joe, the rope that the forensic examiner said was too old, and then Emily walking onto the exact spot where the house was gonna fall, and she walked there on her own. That's why her death's still a mystery today. The rope might be a link, but you boys are missing the rest of the chain.
You think I care about any of that? All I want...
You think I care about any of that? All I want is death.
Is Sasha dead? She murdered Emily. So, can you kill her or not, huh? If you make it happen, the money's yours.
Jeez. These are the normal kinds of conversations that happen in the sound booth during a stage play.
You ain't even listening to me. I'd quit while you're ahead, boys. No way you can pull off something like that. Especially not without an inkling of a plan. If I help you, I might as well turn myself in right now. So stop wasting my time. Out! Out!
Alright, so Chrome Dome and Leah are kind of jerks.
What do we do now? Without Jeff, we can't...
I was hoping he'd cave and help us. Would have been easier that way. Though he was right that getting rid of Sasha ain't gonna be a walk in the park. Still, she's gotta pay for what she did to Emily. Time to call in the big guns.
That text we got, killers will be killed. You sure that's Emily telling us to avenge her?
Who else would it be? The killers part is telling us she was murdered, so it wasn't some kind of accident. The will be killed part's telling us to kill that bitch who killed her.
Good grief.
Guess that makes sense. But what about Slim? You think he got those same texts?
Slim? When he ain't dancing around in his scarecrow getup, he doesn't give a shit about anything. Unless it's good for him.
Yeah, but what about Larry and everyone else?
Turn off your brain and grow a spine. Tomorrow will be the day Emily died. It's up to us to see justice served today.
No need for name-calling. I'm just not sure about those big guns you mentioned is all. Those guys you wanted to hire, they're kind of scary.
Don't worry. I'll handle everything.
Okay, looks like Chrome Dome's making a call.
Paul? It's a go. Once you come in, I'm in the first room on the left. That's all taken care of. They'll be here any minute.
Paul and Blake must be the big guys.
Take a leak.
Now? For God's sake, you can't piss now!
You can't piss now! These are the facts, ladies and gentlemen. Leo, you can't piss now. Alright, so Chrome Dome hires the bouncers, or the mercs, the thugs, the ruffians, the hooligans, the brutes, the hoodlums, the rapscallions, the sycophants, the reprobates. And he's just sitting here alone, so we're going to fast forward. The knaves, the rogues, the... I'll stop.
Sure?
Leo comes back after taking his leak.
You're sure none of this will be traced back to us?
Those two are pros. You've got nothing to worry about. Come on.
That was loud.
Here's the down payment, Paul. Your target's Sasha.
I'll take the money, but this guy is...
This is our assassin, Paul?
is Paul.
The target's Sasha.
Oh, whoops. Apparently this guy is Paul.
She'll be found dead on stage tonight.
Which, by process of elimination, means this is Blake.
Time of death will be 8:15 p.m. Unless the original plan changes, you don't have to repeat it.
Interesting. He says time of death will be 8:15 p.m. Now, of course, we know from this HUD up here in the top left that it is about 4 minutes to 8 now. We have, like, if I can do math correctly, 6 minutes left. So the death happens around 8:06, which is about 9 minutes sooner than Paul was intending.
No changes. No changes.
And our disguises, are they ready?
2 costumes, the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man. Put them on, and you'll be able to walk around backstage. No one will suspect a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they dress up like the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man. We know that Slim is the Scarecrow. Leo and Chrome Dome might be the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man, which is why no one would suspect them if they dress up as them.
Just remember not to talk to anyone.
Just remember not to talk to anyone.
Jesus, that sounded just like Leo.
We're pros. We can act better than you when we have to.
Just one more thing. Us two, we're not gonna become suspects, right?
Good thinking. So, what's your alibi?
Alibi?
The police are gonna ask about your whereabouts later. What are you gonna say, huh, Leo?
What? I don't know.
Yeah. Happens every time.
Our alibi? How about... we were on stage.
Ugh. And these costumes you just gave us?
Right. We could... report them stolen.
Tell you what, we'll provide you guys with an alibi. Free of charge.
Oh.
And they're out. Nighty-night, boys.
So that at least explains why Leo and Chrome Dome are out.
Amateurs. All of them. Have no idea what they're getting into.
Well, the customer is always right. We only did this to make sure we get the rest of our payment. Anyway, let's drag him to the storeroom and tie him up. When the police arrive, they'll just add him to the pile of victims. No harm, no foul.
I'll carry him. You make sure the hallway's clear.
Got it.
Blake's voice actor is funny.
All clear.
I like him.
Storeroom's that way.
So that explains...
Chrome Dome, Leo. Hey, guys.
The show's about to start. What are you still doing here?
I could ask the same of you two. Hey, who are you carting along, huh? Wait. Chrome Dome, Leo. The hell is going on here?
Nice stash of cash you got there, huh? Do I get a piece of it too?
No.
Clean up the mess.
Take a look at all this cash. Forget about Dorothy and her little dog.
Oh, don't worry. We'll take the money. But we're not leaving here while that actress is still alive. We've got a reputation to keep up.
Sounds good.
Let's go find our target. And close the door.
Got it.
Alright, that explains that scene now.
Sasha isn't here.
Of course she isn't.
What's this on the mirror? Killers will be killed. Emily. Someone beat us to it?
It's just a threat. Sasha's still alive.
Maybe, but things are getting a lot more convoluted than we thought. Still stick to the plan?
For now, yes. But be careful.
Got it.
At least these two are competent.
Maybe I can...
Okay, and this is where Paul and Blake want to come in and...
Who's asking? And what do you want with her?
It's me, Leo. Just need to talk to Sasha for a sec.
This is where Sasha begs Larry to make them leave.
Sasha isn't here right now. And you're not in the first scene either, so head backstage. We've already got enough going on here.
Yeesh, so many people. We do it anyway?
No, too messy. She only has one exit with the back door locked. We just need to make sure she doesn't leave. So, where can we keep an eye on the entire stage?
Let me check the schematic. Uh-huh. I'd say the master control room should work.
Then let's go.
Right there.
This is probably the master control room here.
Didn't I tell you two to get lost? What are you doing back here? And in costume to boot.
Got something to show you is all.
Yeah? Why all the mystery?
Another sorry ass taken care of.
Everybody be knocked out. What's the body count here? We got 4 people in the storeroom and Jeff. It's almost half the cast.
I'll keep an eye on Dorothy from here. You tie him up and lock the door.
Got it.
There, that's her, on stage.
Wait a minute. They think... Hold on.
Another sorry ass taken care of.
I'll keep an eye on Dorothy from here. You tie him up and lock...
Yeah, he says, I'll keep an eye on Dorothy here. But Helen was supposed to play Dorothy, right?
The door.
No. Sasha was supposed to play Dorothy. But then she swapped with Helen. So then Helen is playing Dorothy, but Blake and Paul don't realize that. Or at least they shouldn't. So Sasha's on stage, but they think it's Helen.
Got it.
There, that's her, on stage.
But then Paul's line there almost seems to indicate that he realizes that Sasha's on the stage, not as Dorothy. Of course, Sasha's giving her monologue here about power and being the Wicked Witch of the East. And then she gives that delightful delivery when the house falls on her.
What the...
They
The
killed
house.
her.
It fell on top
What
of
do you do, Paul?
I didn't do squat. Someone must have beaten us to the punch. Things are getting out of control. We need to pull out.
Roger that.
Okay. So they didn't kill her. They came in here on behalf of Chrome Dome to kill her, but they actually didn't commit any crime. Well, aside from assault, 5 accounts of assault and theft, petty theft of the cash that was there. Okay, that's not exactly no crime, but they didn't commit any crime they were called in here to do. So that's kind of interesting. Let's follow Leo. Let's see if Leo ever does anything different. So of course Leo's here. He's the scarecrow. Or no, he's not the scarecrow. He's probably the he's either the Tin Man or the Cowardly Lion, one or the other.
Jeff, we can't.
Okay, he comes in here. Chrome Dome says, "Oh, I'm going to call some hitmen." Leo says, "I don't think that's a good idea." Leo then goes over here to take a leak. Slim mentions that he looks pretty shaky. We'll go ahead and listen to this one more time, see if there were any context clues we missed.
You're shaking pretty bad, Leo. You alright?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. Just, you know, tomorrow's the anniversary and all, you know? Speaking of, you haven't gotten any texts from Emily, have you?
Okay, so he does mention the Emily texts. Now, Leo goes back to Chrome Dome's room, gets a little bit of wet feet, and then gets punched, if I'm not mistaken, and then gets knocked out. Okay, so we didn't get anything new from Leo, and that's fine. Let's follow Paul. Is Paul one of the bouncers? Or the hitman? Yeah, actually, I think he is. Yeah, alright. Let's check, let's follow when they enter the scene here. Looks like they go ahead and lock the door there. Okay, so then Paul, of course, Paul and Blake knock out these two. They go into the
What's going on here?
room, they steal the money, they knock out Slim and Harvey. Actually, at this point... we already followed these guys, didn't we? Yeah, so interestingly,
Seems like
we're not getting any new information from Paul or Blake. Then there's Ashley. We should follow Ashley around. Ashley and Four Eyes are over here.
Sasha will be joining tonight's performance, which means there's going to be a lot of press.
But who's Larry? I can't even remember who Larry is.
So, since we've got some time, why don't we rehearse the opening scene one more time? Walking's crucial here.
We've got this. Don't worry.
Sasha's playing Dorothy today, which means, Ashley, you'll be playing the supporting roles.
Wait, I said the wrong name. I said that Helen swapped with her. Helen is the makeup artist. I meant that Sasha swapped with Ashley, not Helen.
Really? I knew this would happen.
Wait, what is she upset about?
Which means, Ashley, you'll be playing the supporting roles.
Really? I knew this would happen. Well, whatever.
All right. Four Eyes, you play Dorothy for now. Just follow the marks on the stage.
Got it.
Okay, Witch, stand on the mark. Yes, much better. Witch, start walking. Tech, are you ready? Okay, press the button, Four Eyes. Make sure the house lands right in front of the witch. Okay, the witch screams.
Interesting. Right in front of the witch. Well, I mean, that would seem to suggest that the proper marking on the stage would direct the witch to walk right behind where the house is dropped. Yet Sasha specifically said to Jeff not to move the marks, yet she walked right underneath it.
Now, she's dead. Release the dry ice, and the witch leave the stage from the back. Dorothy, you're on. Walk to the center of the stage. Good job, guys. Great job. Looking good. Send the house back up, Four Eyes. And while you're at it, check that rope, will you?
Will do. What is it?
Oh wait, we're supposed to be following Ashley. I'm like getting all caught up in Larry and Four Eyes and Helen's dialogue. I'm sure there's something interesting going on there, but we're going to specifically follow Ashley. So after that, Ashley comes over here into the lounge.
Larry.
don't give me that. Supporting roles aren't that bad. You get to play the Wicked Witch of the East, the Good Witch of the North, and the Wicked Witch of the West. All three of them.
Yeah? Well, all those roles come down to one word. Witch.
Ashley, look on the bright side, will ya? You get to perform together with one of Hollywood's rising stars. You put on a good enough performance, someone's bound to see it.
Yeah, if they could even see me with Sasha out there.
Listen, Sasha was once in your shoes, you know? Then, after Emily's accident, she got her big break. All I'm saying is,
So it sounds like Emily was murdered so that Sasha could rise to the heights of stardom.
You just be ready for anything. If it ends up Sasha can't perform on a certain night, you need to be there to fill in.
Oh. Is this one of your plans, then?
Plan? What are you talking about? I just want you to be prepared is all. As for me, I hope that Sasha will be able to perform all 3 days.
All right. I just got a bit carried away. Speaking of Emily's accident, though, have you heard about the ghost texts?
The ghost texts? Yes, we have.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they're getting texts from Emily. You get any, Larry?
All that is nonsense.
Yeah, but have you gotten any? Come on, fess up.
All right. Yes, I have. But I'm telling you now, this has absolutely nothing to do with Emily. That I'm sure of. Her phone went missing after she died. Someone must have taken her SIM card and decided to pull a prank. A very distasteful one, I might add.
Huh. Killers will be killed. Doesn't sound like a prank to me. Maybe it is Emily, and now she's out for revenge. Makes me think Sasha really did have something to do with Emily's death.
That's hogwash. Sure, Sasha might have benefited the most from Emily's death, but that doesn't mean she killed her. Even the police ruled it an accident.
Yeah, but what if someone really did murder her?
I'd be first in line to see them suffer. That's what.
Jeez.
Sorry, I just needed to blow off some steam. It's hard to pretend I don't miss our late leading lady. But the show must go on, so go get ready for tonight. Focus.
I gotcha. I'm off to makeup.
Alright, so Ashley doesn't seem like a terrible person. She did concede that she was overreacting a bit.
Helen, I've got the most brilliant idea.
Wow, what's got you all in a tizzy, girl?
The idea of a lifetime. This is gonna be a golden opportunity for me. But I need your help.
I'm listening.
I was just talking to Larry, and he reminded me of something. If there's gonna be as much press here as he says, I need to play Dorothy. Even just once. It's guaranteed to get my name out there.
Sure it would, but there's no way in hell Sasha will agree to that.
Well, sure. Not willingly, but what if something were to, happen? And she wouldn't be able to play Dorothy.
And just what are you thinking, huh? You pull something like that, and Sasha will eat you alive.
Oh, I'm not gonna hurt her or anything. Just who do you think I am? I'm thinking something more along the lines of those ghost texts from
Okay, obviously scratch that. Ashley's a terrible person.
Emily.
You mean that actress who died on stage, right? A couple different people have said they've gotten texts from her now. Pretty creepy, if you ask me.
Yeah, and rumors say it was Sasha who had Emily killed, which is how Sasha became the leading actress.
I was just talking to Four Eyes about that. He said there was no proof, and that I shouldn't fan the flames, so to speak.
I don't need any proof. All I'm thinking is, what if I use the whole ghost texting thing to scare Sasha a little? Make it so she doesn't want to play Dorothy anymore. Then I'll get my chance.
That's actually not a half-bad plan. From what I heard, everyone here liked Emily a lot. Wouldn't surprise me if Sasha feels like target numero uno right now.
They did seem to be pretty choked up anytime someone mentioned her name. If they really think she was murdered, I wouldn't doubt they'd be out for blood.
All right. I'll play along. But what is it you need me to do exactly? I'm not gonna hurt anyone. Just letting you know that right now.
What do you take me for, huh? Nah. All I need you to do is give her dressing room a little makeover before she goes in. To scare her a little. You know?
I can try.
You're the best!
Yeah. You can thank me later.
Alright, so Helen is the one who stages Sasha's dressing room to look like the ghost had written "Killers Be Killed."
Hey, Four Eyes.
Huh?
Come in here for a sec, will ya? I want to ask you something.
Yeah?
You know Sasha, right? What made Miss Big Star suddenly decide to come back and perform here again? In this tiny little theater?
Not sure. Article I read says she misses us. Something about never forgetting her roots.
Ha ha, how touching. Seriously though, what do you think? You believe that?
How in the world am I supposed to know?
And the Dorothy before her, Emily? Wasn't she like the pride and joy of this theater back then? Everyone loved her. Larry and her had a thing. And hell, even Leo and Chrome Dome were all googly-eyed towards her.
Where did you hear all that?
Slim was talking about it. He told me Chrome Dome never believed what happened to Emily was an accident. Even said he was gonna avenge her.
Slim's never been able to keep his mouth shut. It's complicated, is what it is. The whole thing. And it'll only make it worse if you go around spreading rumors. Anyway, I should get back to work. You too. Start getting ready for the show.
Unfortunately, we just haven't really been getting very much valuable information from Ashley's scenes here. Just a lot of background info, but nothing concrete. We did at least learn that Helen did stage the Sasha's room.
Something just occurred to me, Larry. Wasn't it Emily that always played the leading roles? I mean, back before she died? What was she doing playing the witch? On, that day.
Well, we're a small theater company, but we were even smaller back then. We only had 2 female actresses, so Emily would play the leading roles, which in this case was Dorothy, and Sasha had to cover all the other female roles. That day, though, Emily had an allergic reaction. Accidentally had a sip of some hazelnut coffee and damn near threw her voice out.
Coffee.
Can't really sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow with a bum throat, so she and Sasha switched for the night.
Wow. One accident after another, seems like. What are the odds? Makes you wonder who got her coffee that day, doesn't it?
That, I don't know.
Either Sasha has the best luck in the world, or Emily had the worst.
Ashley, Sasha might be your... Oh, Larry.
Helen?
Oh, I better get on stage. Have you, taken care of it? The, new alterations?
I sewed on the applique, but they didn't work like we hoped. Larry, something terrible's happened.
Whoa there, Sasha. Calm down. What happened?
It's Harvey and Slim and Chrome Dome and Leo. They...
Alright, so Ashley and Helen don't know that Harvey, Slim, Chrome Dome, and Leo are knocked out. Of course, we know this scene. We've seen it before. Sasha comes in and freaks out. Wait, what does Ashley say here?
Four Eyes to check.
There's no way, because someone locked the back.
It's too dangerous for Sasha. Maybe I can...
Okay, and Ashley really wants to play Dorothy.
Is Sasha there?
I just...
Of course.
You're not in the backstop.
At this point, Helen helps Sasha swap costumes with Ashley.
Before.
All right. Right, all set. It's just simple. Just follow the marks on the stage.
Got it.
We're all set then. You know the lines, right, Ashley?
Oh, don't worry. I've played Dorothy before.
All right.
We're on, Four Eyes. Raise the curtains. And
We'll continue to follow Ashley here. Of course, we kind of know how this plays out.
my mark.
now!
Sorry, it's never not gonna be funny. Oh my gosh.
What? She's dead. It killed her.
Then those texts were real?
What happened?
Alright. So we didn't really get any new info from that other than Helen staged Sasha's room. I suppose we'll follow Jeff. Jeff, of course, in this opening scene gets Chrome Dome and Leo attempt to get him to join in as part of the game. It's heavily implied that Jeff was the one who worked with Sasha to kill Emily.
I might as well turn myself in right now.
Now, Helen the hairdresser...
Whoa. So this thing holds up that whole house, huh?
Hey, what do you think you're doing in here?
Oh, cool your jets. It's faster to get to the dressing room through here.
Faster until you break your leg on something.
All right. Duly noted, Mr. Fun Killer. One quick question, though, just because I'm curious. This rope, what happens when it gets old, huh? Will it break?
Break? Did someone tell you to come asking me questions?
Heavens to Murgatroyd, it was just a question. Whatever. Have fun.
Alright, so Helen seems to know a little more about Emily's original murder than we may have originally suspected. Jeff is in here alone.
Any orders from our dear director, Four Eyes?
Just wants you to double check all the props.
What, Larry doesn't think I can do my job? Or maybe you don't.
Neither of us think that. We both trust you.
Is Jeff in there?
Sasha?
Oh, hey, Four Eyes. Just wanted to come say hi to Jeff.
Sounds good. I'll let you two talk. I gotta check in with the other actors.
Okay.
That you, Sasha? Heard you was gonna come back, but what you doing down here? Figured you'd be up on stage getting ready.
I have a favor to ask.
Okay, we already know this scene. This is where Sasha asks Jeff to clean up, to make things even by staging her own death.
Otherwise, that thing might actually fall on me. Understood? Good. I'm gonna go get ready.
I'll be damned. Everyone wants me to cut the rope today. Something tells me tonight's show is gonna be a real showstopper.
Well, you're not wrong, Jeff.
Huh? Yep.
Interesting. Four Eyes receives a call here.
You again. What?
Nope, there it is. Slim calls Emily. Four Eyes receives a call. The phone that has been doing all the ghost texting is Four Eyes'. Not surprising. He has kind of been a little shifty and weird this entire time.
Double check.
Nah, I think I left my phone here.
Your phone? Everything all right there? You ain't normally one to go around forgetting stuff. Jeez, Sasha's back for a few days and suddenly you're acting all weird.
I'm hardly the only one who's acting weird, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean by that?
Never mind. Found it. I'll leave you be now.
Alright. Oh, I guess Jeff just sits here, probably until... who comes in here? Oh, the other guys. The Paul and Blake come in here, punch Jeff, knock him out, and tie him to the chair. Alright. So we know how that all plays out. Let's follow Helen, see if we can get any more information from her. Looks like she's over here behind the stage.
Sasha will be joining tonight's performance, which means there's going to be a time. Right? Yes. For the center of...
She's just kind of watching the practice.
Got a minute, Four Eyes?
What is it?
You've been working in this theater for quite some time, yeah? So you knew Emily, the actress who played Dorothy before Sasha? You wouldn't happen to know if Sasha had anything to do with her death, would you?
So then, you heard the rumors too.
By the way, I love the actor who's playing Four Eyes. I love how he's doing his voice. So then, you heard the rumors too. He sounds so calm.
Sasha took Emily's place right after she died, and just like that, her career took off. I mean, it's hard not to suspect her.
You can believe what you want, but there's no evidence. There's no use in going around pointing fingers.
I guess I just don't get it. I mean, how did the house suddenly just fall on her? Who was holding the remote when it happened?
I was...
Oh? Don't tell me that you might've...
Of course not. And it's not like I wasn't a suspect as well. But there's no way I could have done it. The remote only controls the hook on the rope. If the rope breaks, well, no remote control or hook can stop that. The rope broke before I even pressed the button. That was confirmed by the police, too.
Oh, I see. Still quite the interesting coincidence, though.
Yeah, think whatever you want. But watch it. If Sasha finds out you've been snooping around, she'll make your life miserable.
Noted. Anyway, I'll get out of your hair.
Alright, so Helen is just asking questions about the murder, but not really seeming to do anything specifically bad.
Wow, so this thing holds up that whole house, huh?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, okay, we saw this.
Killer. Curious. This rope, what happens when it gets old, huh? Will it break?
Break?
Suggestion, whatever. Have fun.
Alright, so Helen comes into this dressing room, which isn't Sasha's. I don't know, maybe this is just the place where she waits. Whoop, Ashley comes in.
Helen, I've got the most...
Oh, right, this is where Ashley asks Helen for help. Okay, so Helen then comes over to guard the... Whoops. Guard the dressing room.
Sasha? You in there?
Of course, she comes in here and writes on the mirror. It's probably nothing important here, so we'll just fast forward through this. Yeah. And she waits in the hallway until Sasha comes out.
It is you! Oh, wow.
Of course, Sasha then goes in, sees the writing. Helen tells her that she's been guarding the room the entire time. She goes in here.
As I recall, he went into the storeroom or...
She doesn't say anything important. She helps.
Like we hoped. Larry, no.
Some got this.
Helen stays in here and then doesn't really do anything until she hears the house fall. Huh. Alright, so no particularly new information there. I'm going to take a quick pause. I'll be right back. Alright. Back here. Who were we on? We just followed Helen. We probably need to follow Four Eyes.
Sasha will be joining tonight's performance.
Of course, Four Eyes just stands over here. He stands in for Dorothy.
Good. The house back in.
Then he comes over here.
Back up, Four Eyes.
He has the.
What is it?
He has a conversation with Helen about the rope from a couple of years ago. Oh, he receives a call. From who? Whoever it is talking to him for quite a while. My goodness. You know, given the length of that phone call and the fact that Four Eyes said nothing, it's almost as if he was using his phone to listen to a conversation, not really talk. Of course, Four Eyes comes in here.
From our dear director, Four Eyes.
Just wants you to double check all the props.
Yeah. Jeff distrusts Four Eyes because Four Eyes distrusts Jeff. He says, oh, okay, I'll leave you and Sasha alone so you two can talk. He leaves, walks through the hallway.
Sasha?
Wait, what? Why did Larry receive a call? Well, oh well. We'll worry about that when we follow Larry. Four Eyes sits in here, says nothing? Says nothing. Does nothing.
Hey, Four Eyes.
Ashley comes in.
For a sec, will you? Sasha, right? What made Miss Big Star suddenly decide to come back again?
Alright, so they have the conversation with Ashley, or Four Eyes does.
Fine.
Who is that?
Old friend of mine.
Here's something new.
You're looking a bit under the weather. Everything all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Who is that?
Old friend of mine. Never mind that. How are the actors? They ready?
Emily's texts have been making everyone nervous, especially with Sasha back. But overall, things seem okay.
All right. Do me a favor and ask the others to wait a little longer. I need to check the blocking marks one last time. As soon as that's done, we'll get started.
Will do.
That's suspicious. Larry might have been the one to mess up the blocking marks.
Huh? You again? What? Something else to double check?
Nah, I think I left my phone here.
Your phone? Everything all right there? You ain't normally one to go around forgetting stuff. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so where are you familiar with that conversation?
Hey, Four Eyes. You seen that manager of mine?
Harvey? As I recall, he went into the storeroom earlier.
Got it. Thanks.
Ashley, Sasha might be your...
Okay, and then we know this conversation. And then Four Eyes just watches the house gets dropped on Sasha, which just leaves Larry, who we need to follow. Of course, we know this scene already. He goes and runs through the script or whatever. Ashley has a conversation where she complains about being an extra. Larry calms her down. He sits in here and receives a phone call. Alright, so now we know Four Eyes calls Larry.
Now? Why would you be calling me now? Emily's number?
Yeah.
Hello?
So Four Eyes is the one who's sending all the ghost texts.
Is anyone there? Jeff? Sasha?
Wait, hold on. How did... Oh shoot, I did this wrong. I wrote Four Eyes calls Larry. Does he?
Heard.
Hold up.
Just wanted to come say hi to Jeff.
Yeah, he makes a call.
Emily's number? Hello? Who is it? Is anyone there? Jeff? Sasha?
Huh?
That was very confusing.
You're looking at...
Huh?
You're looking a bit under the weather. Everything all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Who is that?
That was strange.
Will do.
Let's continue to follow Larry. I'm not sure about all that.
As soon as that's done.
Larry received a call. So essentially what happened is, at the same time Four Eyes makes a call, Larry received a call from someone who had a very long conversation with him, but Larry didn't say anything back? I'm not sure what the heads or tails of that is. He moves the mark.
Something just occurred to me, Larry. Wasn't it Emily that always put...
Okay, we already know this conversation with Larry and Ashley. And then that's how it ends. So at this point, we've seen everything. We've seen all the sides of the story, so to say. And yet I feel no closer to answering these questions. Who sent all the ghost texts? It seems to have been Four Eyes. Now, who organized Emily's murder? That one I don't know. Who followed the ghost text instructions to kill Sasha? Is it Larry? Larry moved the mark. Larry is the cause of the mark being underneath the house, which is why Sasha dies. We have the whole picture. Now we just need to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I feel like we need to follow Four Eyes again. I was very confused as to why he comes over here and has this whole long phone call, right? So Four Eyes receives a call here, but who is calling him?
Noted, Mr. Fun Killer. One quick question, though.
Someone is still talking to him. The only people who are talking is like...
I'm off to make up.
Get up. He doesn't give a shit about anything.
Tracked.
Is he listening to someone?
What if it was...
Lifetime.
Up to us.
When does Four Eyes leave? He leaves now. Who's done talking now?
Same old
Not Harvey.
Or anything.
Not Ashley. These two are kind of done talking. Who did Four Eyes receive a call
Barry
from?
doesn't think I can do my job? Or maybe you don't. Back to what you doing down here?
Not.
Then I'll get my chance.
It'll be easy. Just do it the same way as you did.
And this is where Larry receives this very long phone call. Wait a minute. Hold up. Doesn't Four Eyes run over here and say, "Oh, I forgot my phone"?
Not sure.
Yes! Okay, here's the missing link. Okay, I think I figured it out. So Four Eyes is here. Now check this out.
Neither of us think that. We both trust you.
Is Jeff in there?
Sasha?
Oh, hey, Four Eyes. Just wanted to come say hi to Jeff.
Sounds good. I'll let you two talk. I gotta check in with the other actors.
There. He calls Larry, puts the phone down, and leaves. Larry does receive a call, and who he's hearing isn't Four Eyes, it's Sasha and Jeff. Larry hears the entire conversation between Sasha and Jeff. Let's re-listen to this and see what the important bits are.
Heard you was gonna come back, but what you doing down here? Figured you'd be up on stage getting ready.
I have a favor to ask.
Whoa, no siree. Not again, Sash.
It'll be easy. Just do it the same way as...
Okay. So... Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got it. Sorry. Here's how it all plays out. So, Four Eyes has Emily's SIM card. Therefore, the calls that are being received by Four Eyes and the texts appear to be from Emily. Larry seemingly had a relationship with Emily, so he's very invested in punishing whoever killed her. Four Eyes calls Larry, but Larry doesn't realize it's Four Eyes. Larry thinks it's Emily's ghost calling him, and hears this entire conversation between Sasha and Jeff, where Sasha, of course, talks with Jeff, and they both reveal that they killed Emily, and they also reveal that Sasha wants to fake her injury. Larry, hearing all this, then moves the mark so that Sasha dies. So who organized Emily's murder? It's Sasha and Jeff. Now I don't know if we'll be able to put both of them there together. Who sent all the ghost texts? It's Four Eyes. Who followed the ghost text instructions to kill Sasha? Now, I don't like the way this is worded because Larry didn't follow the ghost text instructions, but he definitely listened to the call from Four Eyes and then moved the marker.
You did last time.
Not with tomato.
Because Jeff comes over here and cuts the rope, I believe, after this conversation.
Alright. There, it's done.
Yeah, so he cuts the rope. There's one thing in this that I don't understand. What is this? Who is he listening to here?
Question, whatever. Have fun.
Whoever he's listening to is still talking.
Tonight, focus.
I got.
I really don't understand who he called and who he's listening to. Chrome Dome makes a call here, but that just goes to the bouncers. And the conversation ends here.
You even have any allergies?
It's almost like he listened to Chrome Dome and Leo's conversation, but I don't know
I'm
how.
in the first room on the left. Any minute.
I gotta take a leak.
Now? For God.
Except I'm really not sure. I have no clue who he called.
Four Eyes just wants you to double check all the props.
Or maybe you don't.
Neither of us think that. We both trust you.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think we're ready to answer. Who organized Emily's murder? It was Jeff. Who sent all the ghost texts? It was Four Eyes. And who followed the ghost text instructions? It was Larry. I believe this is it. Oh no! We messed up one. Alright. So who organized Emily's murder? Wasn't it Jeff? Or did they consider that to be Sasha? Hang on, I'm going to re-answer and see if they wanted Sasha instead of Jeff. Oh. We knew the answer, we just gave the answer in... It depends on whose perspective, right? Like, when it said who organized Emily's murder, I was thinking, like, who carried out the tasks required to murder Emily, but they wanted Sasha because she was the one. I guess technically she was the overarching overmind who oversaw Sasha's death. I don't know if I count that one as us missing it because, like, we knew the answer, we were just a little confused by the question. Especially when we have ghosts text. I'm going to give us a little bit of leeway there. Anyway, congratulations. That one felt easier. Even though we messed it up, again, I feel like that wasn't quite... we knew what the answer was, we just didn't know how to give the right answer. That one felt easier than the cop one. The cop one felt really hard, because it was so confusing.
See this cut here? Who did that, I wonder?
Yeah, altogether, that one was pretty straightforward. Like, the only difficult part was putting together the fact that Four Eyes had called Larry and then left his phone on the table. But once we figured that part out, the rest of it all just fell into place. I felt like a lot of what was happening in that scene was kind of irrelevant. Like, the bouncers coming in, or the thugs coming in, knocking everyone out. You know, Helen staging the scene to scare Sasha. I feel like a lot of things there weren't really that important. Whoa, what's going on here? It's getting a little glitchy.
Dear director, Four Eyes.
Just wants you to double check all the props.
Props for Four Eyes' voice actor. I liked him.
Fuck it. I'm calling this number. Let's see who answers.
I mean, that part was really straightforward, where Slim just calls Emily. And it's just very obviously Four Eyes who's pretending to be Emily. That was pretty much just drawing a line from one dot to another. There wasn't really anything... You didn't need to use logic to parse out anything between the lines with that one.
Interesting. Then someone used the director to commit the murder.
Well, yeah. Someone. Being the Four Eyes character. Anyway, that was chapter whatever we're on. I've already lost count. But another mystery down and another step closer to the insanity that is more than likely going to be revealed when they show that this machine that they've hooked you up to is somehow unreparably altered your psyche, and now you're going to turn into a madman who hears voices. At any rate, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.